Good morning, guys. Today, on this episode, it's a big momentous occasion, and no, we haven't started working on old American classic minivans. This is a van, or a bus in our case, and this episode is actually to do with that. So, what is happening? This is partially stripped, and we are taking it to the body shop this morning to have extensive amount of bodywork done, and some of the bodywork shall include, oh no, can't open this. How about, can I open the side door?
Yeah, go that way.
Alright, so because Kieran didn't want to buy a proper correct 1M from the first place, he couldn't afford to buy a 1M. He's always wanted one, and he always liked how they look and blah blah blah, but he always preferred N55 over N54 because reliability and simplicity, I guess it's a little bit more reliable than the N54, and because DCT, you can never get a 1M in a DCT or an N54, a 135i with a DCT. So he bought this, and he's always wanted a 1M body. So 7, 8, 9 years on of ownership, we are finally at a point where we're doing a 1M conversion. So this morning we're taking that to the body shop, and we are taking all the new body panels to the body shop. So all original parts. Can you get this boot opened or not? Is it electric? Is it going to open? Is it? Maybe? No? Oh! Nice! Look at this. So what do you got? You got bumper?
Bumpers, quarters, side skirts, front wings, headlight washers.
So the car's not going to have media,
No.
but it's going to have headlight washers.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. That is one point on which we disagree, and I think those holes should just disappear. But no, he insists on having headlight washers, which, well, each to their own, I guess, but you know. Let me know what you think in the comments. Should it have headlight washers or not?
Not that it's going to make a difference, but yeah, okay.
So OE quarters, bumper, the other bumper, one wing, the other wing. Difficult to get these parts now. Bumpers were available, and the quarters were available through the dealer network in UK. We got them last year in 24, right? Midsummer.
And the side skirts.
And the side skirts, but the wings had to come from Italy. Was it one from Italy and one from Latvia?
Yeah.
Yeah. So they were a little bit difficult to get, and you're also going to have them chopped up.
Yeah.
Yeah, just because aero and venting and so on and so forth. Oh, look, there's a vape in there. Nice. But anyway, we're on the way down to our body shop, and the body shop that we use is roughly about 3 hours away from here, about 120 miles or so, all the way down in Kent, because good people are hard to find.
I told him good help is hard to find.
You know?
Yeah, still looking for good people.
Yeah, still looking for good people. But point being is, I have to drive one of these things, and the choice is great because this I barely fit into, and my thick thighs are going to have an issue with that. And this has no AC and endless amount of diff wine. Or I could drive that, which also has no AC and no radio. And yeah, I think I'm going to have to drive this, even if it didn't have a seat in it.
So I can swap halfway if you want.
Yeah, I think it's probably a good idea. So yeah, stay with us, and hopefully by the end of this episode we'll at least get halfway through this and try and answer some of your technical questions if you're looking to do a conversion like this. But
Technical questions.
questions, semi-technical questions.
That means you have to be smart.
Yeah, but yeah, semi-technical questions. Right, come on then, let's go. All the excitement, right?
Just so tired.
Fill her up, bruv. Full tank. Till it clicks, you get me?
I have the facilities for that big thing.
How much fuel do we have? We've got a quarter tank. You got a quarter tank, right? So,
Yeah, just gonna put 25 quid in it.
alright. Why is it so rattly? Why is it so rattly?
Why is what so right?
The car. Like everything.
Did you realise that you're missing like most of the interior?
Is most of it gonna go back in?
You see how it is now?
Yeah.
That's how it is.
It's not a good look, bruv.
Huh?
It's not a good look, bruv.
I was gonna say that.
Pull-out game strong, yeah?
In this particular situation. Did you want anything from inside?
Bottle of water?
Huh?
Bottle of water?
Or do you want to stop off at McDee's, get some food, and then
Yeah,
get
let's
some
do that.
stuff from the petrol station over there? Yeah?
Yeah, let's do that. You gonna go and pay or have you paid? Have you paid?
Yeah, it's pay a pump only.
Yeah. Alright, cool, thanks. Situation update. We filled up and we are now well underway. All of about 4 minutes of driving so far and I already hate this thing. It should really be trailered around in my opinion. I don't know if the phone's blocking out the background noise and the diff whine, but it's getting hot and humid in here. And the noises are very real. It's not the best at being a road car, I'd say. Yeah. Another 3 hours or so to go. Situation update. Probably about 3/4 of the way to our destination. Just going over the beautiful Dartford Bridge. It's really hot. There's no AC. The diff wine's ridiculous. But I have had breakfast and I've had my coffee, so I'm all right. Just to show you where we are. I don't get to see this every day. I do like a big engineering project. Car seems to be doing fine. We should arrive soon. Once we're there, we're going to strip as many body panels as we possibly can and try and take them back with us. So the front wings, front and rear bumpers, probably take the headlights out as well to make it easier for paint. Get the carpet out of the interior, move the wiring looms out of the way, just so the rear quarters can be cut and welded without any risk of sparks damaging any of the wiring looms. Remove the door cards because the door shuts will need to be painted as well. Oh yeah, the car's having a colour change, by the way. So stick around and you'll see what colour it ends up being. Maybe in episode 2 actually, because there's probably a bit too much to cover in episode 1. So stick around. Almost at the destination. Another big bridge to cross, and we are there. Just gonna stop off and grab some lunch to take with us and head over into the body shop. Did a quick stop over there. Now arrived at over here, and the painter is nowhere to be found. Maybe he had a call of nature. Maybe. But yeah, now on to unloading that and on to stripping that. Current state of affairs, yeah?
Tired. Want to go home. Would rather be anywhere than this.
Regret I signed up for this?
No, actually, yeah, these are the fun days. This is when car stuff is like at its peak.
You having fun? I'm having so much fun.
Yeah. I think this might be the highlight of my life.
Right. So the new parts. Rear quarters, brand new. Rear bumper, front bumper, wings, skirt. Where's the other skirt? Probably underneath. Yes, the other skirt is underneath. Old arch liner, that's all coming off. The boot lid is stripped, but that's staying on for prep purposes. The bumper's coming off and is going to be for sale soon. The skirts are off, and in the back there, the tail lights are gone. Let's have a look. What else? The tail lights, covered that. Skirts are off. The window trims are off, and I have managed to put some dents in the rear quarters. Oh no, what a shame.
Well, at least it's not rusty quarter.
Speaking of rusty quarters, corrosion. That trim's off, so next gonna get the wing mirrors off, get this bit of trim off, get the door cards off, carpet, pull the looms all forward because that's gonna get painted into that. The rear windows are coming off, and I think the plastic ones are going in. Yes, plastic ones are going in.
Plastic side ones are going in. Because apparently I touch kids.
Anyway, the wings are coming off, so in process of taking them off. Pull the wheels off with the bumper. Got to get the arch liners off, and then get to the bumper bolts there and underneath, and then get to the wing bolt that's inside there. So that's all coming off. Arch liners are being replaced, obviously. The wings are being replaced. Bumpers being replaced. The bonnet is going to get cut up probably. Yeah, so it should be good. That side to go and this side to go. So about halfway through, I would say.
Yeah, we've only been at it for
10 minutes?
2.5 minutes.
Yeah, 2.5 minutes is just...
It's 5 minutes to...
Yeah. It's not like we've had lunch and we've been here,
Oh yeah, but then...
2 hours ago.
Productivity is going to slow down. Because Le Mans starts in 15 minutes.
Oh yeah. There's a really nice lemon blue bonnet, vented bonnet. Coincidentally, it's lemon blue, and it looks like it's for an E92 M3. I wonder if it's for sale. I think it might be for sale. Yeah, I heard the fit's incredible too. So if you're looking for one of these bonnets, and you can't really find one because I don't think they make them anymore. This is a Matty Evans bonnet. So yeah, if you're looking for one of these bonnets, you can.
Yeah,
give me a shout, I guess, because I've got a spare one.
Come down to Sheerness, I'm sure the proprietor of this facility will give it to you for free.
Yeah, well, yeah, maybe. I doubt it's going to be free, but yeah. Long story short, that's my bonnet. I bought it in brand new condition, unpainted, and I've asked Ross to paint it, and he's painted it, and the finish is really good. But I've then made a decision that I don't want to mess around with aero catches and having to cut these things off and mess around with fit and securing it and blah blah blah. So I've decided to not fit it and put it up for sale. So yeah, mistakes were made. But if you want one of these and you have a race car, so what did you say? 5 minutes later? Short 5 minutes later?
Yeah, so 2.5 minutes since you last video.
You said it was going to take 5 minutes, so we stripped it in 5 minutes. Test fitted the panels.
Yeah, buzzing off in 5 minutes.
They look okay. I mean, they're OEM, so they should fit okay. And then, about a month or so, you reckon?
2 weeks when you first got it. Yeah, about 2 weeks. Put the track goes up.
Were you going to start with cutting the rear quarters? Going to start with cutting the rear quarters out?
Or just do 1/4 aside.
Yeah, so next up, cut the rear quarters and then fit the rear quarters. But I'll leave that all to you, mate. If you fancy sending us pictures,
Yeah, I will do.
you know, please do. If not,
Pictures, videos.
yeah. Of the work, that is.
Yeah. Hashtag David said moves.
You know I'm recording that's going online, yeah? Fuck's sake. I'm going to have to blur that out. Fuck. I mean, I'm fine, but you're the one that's going to get in trouble.
Put it at the end of the video, you know, like they're not safe for work, put it at the end of the video.
Yeah, it's going to have to be. It's going to have to be. But yeah, cool. Right.
It is drastically wider.
Yeah. Yeah, that wheel barely fit before and now it's lost in the arch. But I'm not convinced about the headlight bracket because I've had a look at it earlier and even though it clips in, there's like this sharp bit poking out where the old bumper used to be. So we've gained, what, probably about 1.5 inches, 2 inches? Yeah, everybody could do with 2 inches, right? But yeah. So there you go. That's it for part 1. Thanks, guys. Sorry for lots of talking. If you watched this episode expecting to see us working on the car and you feel disappointed,
Instead of you just yapping the whole video.
yeah, sucks to be you, so I do apologise. I don't really. It's just an episode to basically prep and set the scene for what's to come and the interesting stuff I am going to cover with assembling it and making sure everything fits properly, lining the panels up, putting the arch liners on and so on and so forth with all the correct hardware.
So interesting.
Well, it will be more interesting than just taking things apart and being covered in dust and road grit and stuff. So there you go, guys. Thanks for watching. And yeah, see you again in part 2, hopefully in a few weeks' time.